Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 midday. Right now you're taking a look at the clouds breaking apart in Siskiyou County, and eventually the Shasta Valley is going to look how the Rogue Valley looks right now, where we have a bunch of sunshine. It's 49 degrees right now in Yreka. Most of us are either in the 40s or 50s. There's the remnants of the clouds right now in Siskiyou County, but sunshine for the rest of us. And if you're going to be out and about today in the Rogue Valley, like I said at the top of the show, I think it's going to be light jacket weather out there. Although if you're outside at the peak of daytime heating, if you're working outside, I think this layer might come off. So for today, we're going to be mostly dry. Can't rule out a few lingering sprinkles, especially down in Siskiyou County, but overall a dry day and a pretty mild day at that, as we'll end up being in the 50s or 60s. That puts us about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Middle 50s to the east of the Cascades, low 60s for the most part for west side valleys, and then low 60s along the coast in Curry County. And then for tonight, we'll keep it dry and skies will be mostly clear, although we could see the return of some pretty thick fog back into the Rogue Valley. But other than that, a pretty calm night and a cold night. We'll be a little bit colder tonight as opposed to this morning with 20s to the east of the Cascades. That means that in Klamath and Lake counties, you should probably tend to the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. But a little bit too warm for that within our west side valleys with 30s and 40s, and then near 50 along the coast in Curry County. Our weather gets a little bit more active as we head into Friday. We'll go ahead and show you that with Stormcast. We stopped this around 8 in the morning. More clouds working through the area, but still pretty dry at this point. It's when we get into the afternoon and evening, by the time we're on the air for Newswatch 12 at 4, 5, and 6, that's when we could see some showers creeping in from the south. And this time it's not just going to be completely light. I mean, you're probably noticing some of the yellows and the oranges and the reds on the map, which indicate some moderate to heavy pockets of rainfall that would be embedded within some of the lighter rainfall. So some downbursts are possible, and then it looks like all this is going to become a little bit more widespread into the overnight hours, and then much more widespread for Saturday. So Friday night's not going to be a washout. I wouldn't cancel any plans outdoors for Friday night, but I would maybe reconsider for Saturday as rain is looking likely, and then maybe we could have just a chance of showers left over into Sunday. Looking pretty dry for Sunday through Tuesday. However, there's another storm system before Thanksgiving that we're keeping a very close eye on. Early indications are that travel's not going to be too impacted, but me, Matt Oliver, will continue to track that very closely. Temperatures staying mild over the next 7 days, although we'll start to trend a little bit cooler next week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. Small chance for showers for today and tomorrow, although I think the rest of today is going to be pretty dry, but rain and thunderstorms looking likely for Saturday. For Siskiyou County, maybe a sprinkle left over for today and then for Friday, but Friday night into Saturday, that's when the wet weather becomes a little bit more widespread. For the basin, I think it's just going to be rain showers for Saturday as snow levels are going to be around 7,500 feet, but dropping off to around 5,500 feet into Sunday, which means that on Sunday we could see a transition to snow up in the Cascades. Now, it's a little bit too early to say just how much we could have, but stay tuned, and that's another thing that me, Matt, and Oliver will be tending to in the forecast. And then for the Rogue Valley, pretty dry through Friday. Rain looking pretty likely, though, for Saturday.